I'm still engaged in pastoral ministry. This is my 50th year as pastor. The church I'm serving now, it will close in a year. East Point First Baptist Church. It's up near Hartsville-Jackson Airport. We have given it to predominantly black congregation. We've met with them for about 9 years, and we will close our portion 1 year actually from this Saturday. We'll do that. But my wife, Rolene, has assisted in lots of ways, and Jill has been a yeoman in helping us. She's made the selection here, made a great choice here, and the folks that served us done a good job as well. And we thank each of you for all that you've done. But my wife and I we'll have been married 45 years come June 15th. We have 3 children, all married, each having 2 children each. We got 5 boys and 1 girl. I just rounded off from ages 2 to 11. She can give you the specifics. I rounded off. But we've been blessed in many ways, and it's certainly a lot of fun to get back together with you.
I tell you what, it's been a long time since I've seen a lot of you folks, and it's been a pleasure to be here. And with my wife Terry, we were married in 1988, and at that time started a gospel group called Heaven's Echoes. We've been doing that for 25 years. Ann is part of this group, myself, my son, both sons, 2 sons, and 2 friends. And we've been doing it for a long time, same group. Just doing God's will, and we have a good time. We sing around locally. In fact, last time I saw Sylvia was at a gospel singing back in Central Hatchie, I think. But God's been good to us. I taught school for 29 years. Had to retire a year early because of some back problems. And I play softball, still play on a traveling softball team. Sing gospel music, fish, and hunt. That's my update.
It was so good to see all y'all again. In my little summary, you'll say that it don't seem like any time that we were seniors, and now we really are seniors. It is so good to visit with all of you again. I'm married to John Cortez, and we'll have our 25th anniversary this coming Thursday. And I have 2 boys, Bill and Kenneth, with Donald. And John, I have 4 stepchildren, 11 step-grandchildren. So I'm retired from Publix. John's retired from Publix. And we're in the same place we've been since before Bill was born. So nothing going on except my thumb and the remote control now.
I think if you read what I wrote, it's probably what's on my heart. But I'm so glad to be able to share this time, especially knowing that it's been 50 years. But anyway, and my husband, I would introduce you to him, but him and Jill's husbands come up missing. But anyway, I'm so glad to be with y'all.
I'm not going to repeat what's in my bio, but Floyd and I have 17 grandchildren and 5 great-grandchildren, so we have a lot of fun. We do a lot of mission work. I'm going to retire in May from teaching in Alabama. I retired in Georgia. I don't expect to retire because I can't just sit down and do anything. We put a lot of work into South Alabama at what is called the Vineyard Christian Retreat. So if you get on their website, you'll see a covered bridge we built. We did a walking bridge across a wet spot, and we was down a few weeks ago. Johnny and Patsy came down. We did a lot of grave and side laying. So whatever they want to do, we do. And we thoroughly enjoy it. We've been doing that for about 10 years just down there. So it's a blessing to be able to help and serve the Lord. And, you know, I'm just thankful I'm able to work. I see a lot of people that work hard to get out of work, and I'm just thankful that I can work. It's been a blessing to know everybody. You know, I've taught school 40 years. Kids don't have what we have. They don't have the friendship we have. They might be friends today and cutting each other tomorrow. And it's sad, they don't have the education we have. They don't have the basics we have. And, you know, I watch the kids, and, you know, it sort of breaks my heart. When I see a kid that can't hardly read or write and getting a diploma, I think that education has failed them. And, you know, that's sad. just think what you have. I mentioned that through the years, I did go by in South Georgia to Glenville, visited Ms. Eichhammer. She was in assisted living. Last time I went to see her, she had totally given up. The first time I went to see her, I carried her a book that Pat Gilly wrote, and she wrote me a letter after that, and somebody stole her book. It's sad to see people get that way. I don't know how many I remember the trouble we gave Colonel Wilkinson.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm ashamed of us. I went to
Mr. Ledbetter too.
Well, yeah.
He deserved it.
I went to see.
No.
I went to see Colonel Wilkinson and his wife several times. They lost all 3 kids in the house fire. He had a nervous breakdown, and he had already had that when he come, and we treated him like we did. His wife had TB after that and had to go into a treatment center. So I think back, and Richard, where are you? Let me tell you something. Richard, Ned. Well, anyway, we sat in the back of Colonel Wilkinson's room. We didn't have to study because we had Jerry Buns as our first teacher. And I remember poking Richard in the back one day and had a test, and I said, Richard, you got number 4 wrong. No, I hadn't got it wrong. Well, he got it back, and he had it wrong. I'm here to tell you. But Colonel Wilkinson come by, and he always come by checking our homework. And he'd come by, and I was about 5 lessons ahead of him, and he told me, he said, don't you ever tell me you don't understand. We would sit back there and raise our hand and say we didn't understand. Well, we knew everything. We just wanted to waste time explaining it again on the board. So, we can be thankful we had good teachers. We had a blessing with good teachers. And I invited Ann Edson Smith as my guest tonight. We started the 1st grade and went through the 10th grade together. We spent the night together. We were best friends. And I'm just glad we still have that friendship. And I was telling somebody tonight at supper, you can have all kind of money in the world, all kind of assets. I never seen a armored car going to heaven, but friends is something you need to cherish. And I just hope all of you consider me your friend. If you ever need me, call me. I'll do anything I can for you. I love every one of you.
Going straight
I
line.
was a bio in there that my daughter wrote for me. So you got all the information about what's going on in my life. Janice and I have been married for 33 years, and I just live about 6 or 7 miles west of here over in the Ville community. Got a little old cattle farm, fool around with a few cows in the afternoon. Just enjoy, like Joe said, I still go to work every day. And I play golf a little bit, and I might go fishing, and I might go hunting, but I'm enjoying life right now. My health's good. I've been well blessed. And it's really great to see how you lose touch with people that you know and you care about. You don't get a chance to talk to them again, so it's really great to have something like that. Let's do it again in about 5 years.
Well, things hadn't changed a whole lot. I work a couple days a week. 3 days a week, I see what changed. Get no instructions from there. Have one son, live close by. We've been married 41. 3 or 4. Time flies, you can get everything. Still in good health. Appreciate what JW and Jill did to get this fine group together, and it's mighty good to see everybody here again. I hope we get to meet again sooner than we have before. Appreciate it.
Well, it's good to see everybody again. It doesn't seem like it's been as long as it has since we were all together, our last get together, but it's good to see all of you. I hadn't changed a whole lot since the last time either. I'm still working, got a grading business. Wife is Bonnie over here. We've been married since 1975. We've got 6 kids together, 11 grandkids, and 3 great-grandkids. And we've been well blessed. We enjoy every day, and good to see every one of them.
Really excited when I heard from JW Phillips, and I saw it on Classmates,
a message from classmates, and I'm not even a member of that. So I said, uh-oh, what's going on? And then the next thing I know, I got a call from J.W. Wallace at work in Augusta. How in the heck did you find me? And then Jill had talked to my mom, who is still living, and I don't know. It's just been amazing how everything's been put together. And I've been in touch with more people that I know that I went to school with for in the last few months. It's just been a joy to get to know each other. I went to church to see my son at First Methodist a couple of months ago, and I walk in the church, and the first person I saw was a man. I said, man, this is something else. You know, here I am. I haven't seen most of you in 50 years, and then all of a sudden you get to see everybody. So it's just really been a terrific experience. I've been so excited about getting to come. My mom still lives in Whitesboro. She turned 94 in March. And I do come about once a month, buy her groceries and do things for her. My brother does that too. So we do share in that. But 15 years ago, I met Joe Cheek. Went to Augusta to visit my aunt. And she said, this very good-looking guy, I'd like you to meet. So, well, it turned out to be Joe. And we were married the next year. And I was working for Jerry Wood at that time. Hadn't planned on moving. I said, you live in Augusta, I live in Carrollton. Sorry. So for 1 year, we commuted back and forth on I-20. We kept the road busy. But then, secretly, he introduced me, well, planned to introduce me to one of his friends in Augusta that had a construction business. And I think 2 weeks later, he had hired me to be his accountant. And so it was selling a house here, Joe selling a house in Augusta, and I moved in 2000, started to work there. And life has just been absolutely a blessing for the last 14 years. It's just been tremendous. I have, my children are still, well, Stephen is still here. He got his master's degree at West Georgia, and he's director of communications and media specialist at the university. His wife, Sabra, is in, she got her degree there, and she's working at West Georgia. I'm not sure exactly what she does. And they have 2 sweet, sweet babies. One goes to junior high, and one's in elementary school here. Then Carrie, my daughter, lives in Covington with her family. She is a children's minister and director of a pre-K at her church at Central Community Church in Covington. So we're blessed that they all well, Joe has 3 children. We got them all through college, all married, all have grandbabies. So together we have 12. His live in Augusta, and with his 8 grandchildren. So we have a good time with them. It's just, I said on my little report, I was born to be a granny. Because I love nothing more than to have those babies with me. And they changed my life, really. And we have a place at the beach, and we go as often as possible, and we try to slip away sometimes by ourselves, which we hope may, so we're going to be able to do that. But normally it's, Granny, can we come? You don't mind if we're there. So it's usually a pile of them, but it's okay. We love it. We enjoy them being there. And it's just, life's a blessing right now. We're loving it, and it's just great seeing all of you. I'm just thrilled to see everybody. And I want us to keep in touch. And the Facebook that you put on for us to view all of this, it's fabulous. I can't stay away from it. I'm addicted. Yeah, but it's great. I love it. I love it. Thank you.
I'm like everyone else, kind of get lost after 50 years. Lost track of them. Some of you guys, it's the first time I've seen you in 50 years. Some of you I've seen in 93. But, met my wife, Mary Ellen, my current wife. We married in 92. Best thing that ever happened to me. She kind of got me on the straight and narrow. So I've been telling the story tonight of our 22 grandkids that are really only 9. So without getting that story going again, but like Sylvia, the grandkids are wonderful. We've become a part. I'm Grandpa Jar to them, because when I'm the little one, they couldn't say JR. So I became Grandpa Jar. Still got some of them. Next year we'll have, this coming fall, we'll have, for the first time, we'll have 20 of our grandkids in school at one time. One in kindergarten and 2 graduating from U of I. 2 or 3 of them got athletic skills. I got one of my granddaughters is a 2-time All-American for junior college in basketball. Her younger sister just was named first-string All-American last week, junior college. She's going to Northern Illinois University. You don't play a lot. Cassie didn't play but 7 minutes, the 2-time All-American. But the next one she'll play a lot. She's a pretty good player. She like Donald, she likes to block a lot. But anyway, it's been a pleasure seeing everyone. We really enjoyed it. Well worth the 828 miles down here. Now tomorrow, if you hear anybody screaming, I told this story, I'm going to be on that Screaming Eagle over at Banning. So maybe more than the eagle screaming tomorrow. I watched them last night. I said, I might have made a mistake here. So, anyway. But it's good to see everyone. We thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, Jill called me one Saturday morning and said, I'm chasing ghosts. And I'm sitting there thinking, this woman's gone crazy. And then she went on to explain she was trying to find some of our classmates that she didn't know where they were, and I was able to help her with 1 or 2. But I have really been blessed in my life. I have 2 sons, 2 grandsons, and 2 granddaughters. I have a 17-year-old grandson, a 14-year-old grandson, and then twin 9-year-old granddaughters. So I live out in the country. I have some chickens and chase possums and armadillos away. But I do love my life. I retired in 2010 from BB&T, and the Lord has been very good to me in my life, and it's good to see all of you.
You have my bio in printed form, so I won't bore you, but I just want to thank JW and Jill for making this possible, and it's great to see everyone, and I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you, JW, for putting this on, and I'm glad to see everyone. And thinking back, you know, we had pretty good school. We might have thought it was bad, but compared to today's school, we had it good. And I'm glad to see everyone. Thank you very much.
Well, I didn't want to come, but my table mates insisted, so here I am. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you, JW and Jill, for all your hard work. It's just so good to see all of you. And I've had a lot of changes in my life. I have 2 children, Angela and her husband Barry live in Roseville, California, with their 3 children, Emily, Claire, and Isaac, and she's a social worker. My son Scott lives in Cumming with his 2 children, and and he lost his wife 2 years ago to cancer. So now that I retired from the University of West Georgia, I go every other week and help him with the children. And while I'm not there, I enjoy gardening, reading, and socializing with my friends and traveling. This summer I'll go to California, and I have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go to Australia. So I will go to Australia in September. So it's good to see all of you.
It's so good to see all of you. There's a lot of you I see and all of you, but to see everyone together is different. It's just good to know that we can all still get together as friends. We had a lot of fun in school, and there was a lot of things that we shouldn't have done that we did, but anyway, it was a lot of fun. I'm married to Robert Carrollton. We've been 38 years. We have twin sons, and we have 3 grandchildren. Clint and his family live in Florida, and they have 1 little girl. And then we have Clay and his family lives in my mother's home place, and they have 2 children, a little boy and a little girl, and they're the delight of our lives. And we've enjoyed every minute of it. I wouldn't take anything for either of them. And God has been good to us. He's blessed us. And
I have had a lot of health problems, but as of now, I am doing good. It's so good to see all of you.
A little bit right quick. I farmed most of my life. My first wife and I were married nearly 20 years. She left me 5 children, and then we divorced. I guess I laid in bed praying for God to put our marriage back together. And He answered my prayers, but in different ways. Sometimes God answers prayers in different ways than we want Him to be. He blessed me with Patty back there. Patty's my wife, nearly 26 years. And He blessed me a lot through the love of my life. And we've got 9 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. Yes, and my youngest daughter and oldest boy died when I'm 16, when I'm 19. And I grew cotton years ago, soybeans, wheat, cattle, hogs, and I guess about the last 8 years of farming was 8 chicken houses. And Patty's a counselor in private practice in the school, and about the only work I do now is work on houses, carting, electrician, plumbing, stuff like that, and do a little of her building, stuff like that. Fish a lot. Not much I like to fish a lot. But it sure is good to see everybody. Thank you for putting it on.
Well, I'm glad to be here too, and glad to see everybody. And my bio's in there too, and my daughter wrote it for me. She's pretending to be me because I don't have a computer. And we have 7 grandchildren, and we live in Whitesburg and have for 18 years at the same place. And we've been married 46 years come Monday. And it's really been good to see everybody. And hope to do it again soon.
My name's Tommy Fuller. Would you believe Richard Phillips? Everybody got heroes, right? I'm DC. I'm the only one that didn't have a name in 12th grade. I'm not going to go into the bio there, but it's really great to see everyone, and I hope to see all of you more often. It's been great. Thanks.
Speaker, but I appreciate all this tonight. Appreciate JW and Jill with all this. My husband Larry, we've been married 50 years in August, and we've just had a great life. We go to church at Mount Pleasant, and I hope to see y'all again soon.
You want to say something now?
No.
You need to say something, you know.
Praise the Lord.
Amen. All right.
I didn't really want to come tonight because I was afraid that I wouldn't recognize enough people. Thank God for name tags. Because I've had a stroke and I don't remember like I used to, maybe. But I'm glad we came and I've enjoyed it, and I'm glad to see everybody that I can remember and those that I can't remember. So we enjoyed it.